Hello, Thomas D. Cat family. Today is Wednesday, April 29, 2026. Leave a comment below, like, rate, share, subscribe, reflect, discuss. And here it is, my Ohana. So here we go. What is the worst mistake you can do to someone else? Whether it's in your family, your friends, or dating someone, is trying to change them. Take this for example. From my point of view, who with Alien and the face hugger scene. Now, take it in my point. But worst thing you can do is trying to change them. Like saying that no more references to movies, anything you like that is completely legal. But don't ever make them feel like that, because one of the things you will cause hurt to is you will cause them to feel, they will feel like they are insecure, because it's saying that you don't want to accept me as a person, so I cannot accept myself. It destroys their self-worth. But seriously, I'm not saying no one's perfect, but I am saying is good to ask them, like, why do they like to reference movies? Why do they like to reference certain things that you may not understand? Do it behind the scenes in this mindset. But just don't try to change them because of your comfort or your convenience. I don't know. The first thing you got to do is, whether we accept it as annoying or not, you have to learn to accept them. Just like the movie Forrest Gump. Lieutenant Dan didn't like to accept Forrest in my point of view, but Bubba Gump accepted Forrest as a person. And that's the point of the movie, in my opinion, is acceptance. Learn to accept people for the way they are. And don't try to change their personality. There's an old saying I will say, some things are not worth changing in life. So it's best to leave that door closed. I'm not saying that no one's right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. But you have to learn to accept that person. Whether it's irritating you from them referencing movies, referencing books, music, history, anything. But just learn to accept. But you have to learn to accept them as a person. Don't try to change them, saying no references to any of those things that they like. Don't try to change them. But accepting them is the first thing you have to do. The second thing, talk to them. You tell them that but to my point of view is this. If you try to change someone, like if they want to reference movies, but you try to change them, saying no movie references is, on the job, then you can cause resentment being built. And you don't want to do that. It ruins relationships. But the only reason why, but you have to learn this. You have to tell them that I accept who you are, even if you reference movies. Is whether it's around me or whether I'm not at your workplace, or whether I'm around or not. You just tell them that you accept them. I'm referencing movies even if you don't like it. all they want is the acceptance. So that's all. Oh. Some things are not worth changing. But don't bet on it too long. Last thing is important, but here's this. Get to know them. Get to know that reason. And if you just ask, ask her who got you involved with referencing movies, just be honest about that. And then coming to a close, but if you try to change someone and they have some anger against you, Rule 51 from Mark Harmon of NCIS. Sometimes you're wrong. It's okay to admit that you were wrong to try to change someone. But here's this. You need to learn. You cannot change someone for yourself. You have to agree to change yourself first. Because this is all a matter of acceptance to people. And I love to reference movies. I'll be honest with you on that. I love to reference movies. But you need to give yourself the gentle nudge saying, okay, I'll accept to you referencing movies, even if it's irritating. Just do that. They want your acceptance. Don't change the personality. Let's just bite your tongue and just let them reference movies if they want to. Alright? So all of you, Humai Ohana, have a good night. Bang bang.